Okay, so today I'll show you one of the car I have come across. There is an issue with the DPF. DPF is not regenerating, and he's coming for diagnostics. It's a Ford Focus, a Ford Galaxy 2-litre diesel, and we're gonna do diagnostics, and we're gonna find out what it is. We have got a diagnostics machine, and we've gone to system selection. Obviously this is only a DPF issue that he has, so this is a Launch X431 Pro. So we read the fault code. Okay, so these are the fault codes. Too low catalytic temperature during regeneration, and vehicle condition incorrect for DPF, and a soot accumulation. So these three fault codes, P24C to P244C, that means at the time of regeneration the catalytic temperature was too low, and for this to happen, and most of the time is the vapor that's giving an issue. If the vapor doesn't inject enough fuel, it would not maintain the temperature in the catalytic. So that's one thing we need to look at. Or it could be the fuel line to the vapor, or it could be a false reading in the temperature sensor. So we'll look into that. And the soot accumulation, obviously because of that DPF is not regenerating, and this happened, and the vehicle condition incorrect means obviously the catalytic temperature was too low when it's supposed to be higher. So we will do something, and we'll get back and tell you what I have done. Okay, so here is the vapor, DPF vapor, and this normally chucks fuel in the system, and so it could be temperature could be maintained in the catalytic converter. So as you can see, this here, this is how it's come out, and from what I see here, this looks like full of dirt in here. It's filled. Hold on a second. So come closer. Okay, so this is the vapor, and as you can see, this is full of very dry ash in here, which means because of this it would not inject fuel. As you can see, it is completely full of rubbish, and this is the main reason. So we can either clean this or replace it with another one, and see if we can fix the issue. Hopefully it will regenerate. Initially we tried to regenerate it when it first came in, but the regeneration didn't complete, and those fault codes reappear again after clearing. Okay, so as you can see, the vapor has been cleaned, and I have also tried and blow out from here. Obviously it won't go because of the valve, but I'm trying to clean in here. So I try to clean it as much as I can inside, and also the outer bit as well. So we're going to fit this back, and hopefully we'll get the result that we want. So we're going to fit it, regenerate it. A lot of people, what they get confused is when they get that catalytic temperature fault code, they replace the temperature sensor, which is most of the time is wrong. From my experience, if you do have a vehicle condition incorrect for DPF regeneration and also catalytic temperature below the requirement, you always have to either clean this fuel vapor, or you have to replace it. So we're gonna reinstall it. Gonna see if the car regenerates. Okay, so now it's been reinstalled. I've taken the car outside so we can do regeneration for the safety reason. So we're gonna put the diagnostics machine again. So put the ignition on, power control module. So we go on here, read fault code. So fault codes these days, most of them are continuous memory. We're trying to clean them, clear the fault code. Fault code has been cleared. So one of the main fault code is that soot accumulation that needs regeneration, and the vehicle condition for particular filter was incorrect. So we're going to try and regenerate it now. So we go to special functions, power control module service function, and we go for static regeneration, which is static regeneration here. Perform this procedure to regenerate the diesel particulate filter. Okay, so we set the ignition already. We've got an engine malfunction already on the dashboard, so click OK. It's reading fault code. It says turn ignition off, and press OK. So during this procedure, the engine speed will be increased for an extended period of time. This procedure is performed while the vehicle is stationary. The procedure can take up to 25 minutes to complete. The exhaust gas at the tail can reach temperature above 500. Static regeneration in the workshop. Ensure that the exhaust extractor system is capable of operating at the heating temperature and gas flow rate and extended for an extended period of time. Using a portable fan, condition engine cooling if possible. Static regeneration. So for this reason, we leave the car outside so we can trying to keep it as safe as possible. If you do have all the materials to put at the tailpipe for the exhaust, or put an extra fan outside, it's possible. If you don't have it, you can always leave it outside, put the AC on, so you'll have an extra fan coming on. So, and you do that. Or what? Let's get the thing warning, PPK combustion, blah blah. Okay, that's fine. Press OK. And it says put the ignition on, which I did already, and press it says start the engine. So we'll start the engine and press OK. So at this stage we cannot press the accelerator, the brake pedal at this time, and do not leave the vehicle unattended, which means anything could happen. It could overrave, or so you have to be around it to prevent it from further damage. And press OK when you're ready. So like I said, we put the AC on so we can get an AC on, so we can get an extra cooling fan from the fan, so the fan keeps on running. And we press OK. So this could take up to 2,300 seconds. Do you wish to continue? Yes. And when the engine temperature reaches around 68 degrees centigrade, then it will start. So in the meantime, I'll just pause it, or let's just wait for a bit. So RPM is still under 1000. We don't need to be inside the car, as the diagnostics machine I have is a wireless, so we can go on and monitor it from outside. Leaving the bonnet open is always recommended, so we can get an extra air. Let me pause it until it starts reading. Okay, so as you can hear it, it has started regenerating around 110 seconds. So we're going to be monitoring it from outside. We have to see if there is, I've checked before, coolant level and engine oil level is always recommended to check. And sometimes it's best to have a look. Flammable thing, it could be a leak from the engine or fuel leak, could drip on the exhaust. So we'll look into this. And so because this is going to take time, I'm also going to pause the video now, so when it's about to finish, or after the regen has finished, we will I will restart the video. So this is the car. You can't touch the accelerator when the RPM is up just under 3000, which normally is right. And yeah, let's just give it some time. And yeah. Okay, 222 seconds, still regenerating, just under 3000 RPM. Bonnet is open. We've left the bonnet open so we can get coming out of it, but this smell I can see. And also, I don't know if you can see this smoke around here. There is smoke around the DPF, which means the catalytic temperature is reaching the number that it needs to reach. So yeah, we've seen some progress. At 340, running at 3000, just under 3000 RPM. And DPF is regenerating good. So I think DPF has just finished. I can see smoke coming around here. I don't know if that's a good sign or not. And while testing progress is showing up 458 seconds, and RPM has gone down. As you can see, there is a smoke coming out from engine bay, so we're gonna hopefully we're gonna find out if the DPF regen is completed or not, so we'll leave it as it is now. Okay, I think it's just finished. Come back to it and it says turn the ignition off, and engine still running on the 1000, so we'll turn the ignition off, which means engine off, and we press OK. So the static regeneration has failed, and regeneration time exceeded allowed limit performing has served us to identify was a DTC P2463 is still present. If DTS P2463 can't be cleared, the regeneration has been successful. So we're gonna press OK, and there's still a fault code saying that P2463, which is the soot accumulation, I suppose. If that can be cleared, it means the DPF is actually successful, but if it's not going to be cleared, then it means it's not been successful. So we're gonna press OK. So we'll basically go back to read fault code. So we retrieve the fault code. Okay, supposed to put the ignition on, sorry. So put the ignition on, read fault code. Still says engine malfunction, so we're gonna find out if that clears or not. So first thing we're gonna do is clear fault code. Clearing fault code complete, and we have no fault code. In that case, it means the DPF regeneration has actually been successful. Now the engine malfunction light is still on. That will go off after the ignition cycle, I suppose. We're gonna find out. So we've come the ignition cycle, turn the ignition off, give it about 15 seconds. In the meantime, we go back here, go back and put the ignition back on. As you can see, there is no more engine malfunction, which means the problem is actually solved. But to be on 100% sure, we start the car. Luggage compartment is open. Can you close the luggage can you close the boot, please?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So bonnet is still open. Let me close the bonnet as well, as we don't need it anymore. Bonnet is closed. There's a 61 Reg Galaxy. So yeah, we've got no fault code showing up on the dashboard, no engine malfunction light, and we're gonna read the fault code here one more time and retrieve, and there is no DTC detected. Okay, so the next thing to do is to go on a test drive it around for a couple of minutes, probably an hour, and see if there's any fault code comes back.